We are living in an era where there are the greatest virtuosos on instruments that there have ever been. Because of things like YouTube, because of tutorials, because you can learn anything if you go on YouTube. Maybe not correctly, but you can learn anything. You'll learn something. And on YouTube is the premier education platform in the world. More people learn things on YouTube than anywhere, and that's an amazing thing. But technically, there are the greatest technical players of all time are alive right now.
Yeah.
I've interviewed many of them, young players. I've also interviewed the people that are technically the greatest players. I won't name them because if you watch my channel, you know I've had the greatest technical players of all time from 50 years ago. But your point about the lack of education in schools is a very fair point. When I have teenagers, I have 2 teenagers and an 11-year-old. When kids come over, they're friends, they don't listen to music. They don't have stereos. My kids, I mean, I've got 25 sets of monitors in my place, but no one has a stereo in their room. And if they listen on earbuds, but they're not engaged. Now they've taken lessons, they can read music, all 3 of my kids can read music. I'm a product of having, I grew up in Rochester, New York, Fairport, New York. In the little village I'm in, we had 11 full-time music faculty, and everyone got private lessons, 1 private lesson a week on their instrument. I started on cello in 3rd grade. I went through, I changed the bass, classical bass in 7th grade, then I started the guitar in 8th grade. I got my undergrad in classical bass, my master's in jazz guitar, and then I produced rock bands after that. But all these things that I was fortunate enough to have are things that don't exist because people don't want to spend money in communities to do this. Like people in the town I grew up in wanted to spend money having 11 full-time music faculty. If you think about that that's insane. That's a lot of people. They all had master's degree or doctorates. This is in the 60s and 70s. I graduated in 1980. So my thing about YouTube was, well, since there's not that stuff available, I'm going to go on YouTube and teach everything that I know for free to people, and provide, if it's interviews with these,
Thank